he's on another call.
No, it's getting all set up now.
I've just got the notification on my end.
Yeah.
We are live. Hi.
Cool. We're good. I think everybody's here too. Great. And so many people have cameras on too. Daniela, come back. You've got a great setup.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Great. Okay, good day, everybody. Welcome to Weekly Meet number 102. We have a very full agenda today with some really good presentations from the community. And before we jump in, I want to remind you all that the Everscale 2-year party is this Saturday, May 7th. Don't miss it. We have 2 great celebrations. So if you want to get on a plane, go to Bali and party, then, do it. Go to everpoint.io, get your tickets and fly over. Or you could just join the metaverse party, which is, you could sit in your PJs and party. But if you want more information,
that's what Joe will be doing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Well, it's true. Anyway, if you want more information on that, just drop a message in the chat, and everybody will provide some information. So let's just jump over to the tech updates. Mitya, all yours.
Hello. Yeah, I have a couple of these updates. So first of all, this is the current network version setup. So you can see that we have about 27% currently, 25% of the version 24, block version 24. This is a very important update. And this is slowly being rolled out now, very slowly, because the node stops for about an hour sometimes when updated. And so we cannot just release the update. We couldn't just release the update and everyone would jump on and the network would stall. So we had to go one by one, and we're still doing this, as you can see. So there's about, again, 25% network has been updated. We will continue doing this, and hope by next call, network will switch to this new kind of new update, new version, which then enable compression and so many other wonderful upgrades to the protocols and other stuff. Yeah. So this is first update. So again, to validators, don't need to rush. You can go to Sergey Turin and ask him for information, and he will give you this information, where to go, what to update. He has all the instructions. And alternatively, you can install his scripts, and his scripts will update your node automatically and will do it intelligently also. So the script will choose the time for your node to be upgraded safely. So you can go lazy way with Sergey great scripts, or you can go active way and just ping him. I know he hates me by now, but it's okay. I'll still. Anyway, so this is one thing. Another thing is we'll make the announcement today, and you all are welcome to the 10th of May Gosh launch, which will happen during DockerCon conference, where we will present the Gosh in one of the just very few Docker partners for their upcoming release of the new product, which I cannot detail right now as I am under NDA. So we have been partnering with Docker for Gosh release, and there are super interesting stuff that's going to be released on May 10th. Actually, it's going to be released a little bit sooner, but on May 10th will be the Docker conference, DockerCon, where we will present the full solution, and you will all be able to see what it is actually. So yeah, I will have an announcement with the link to the conference. It's free. You can register and go. There will be a 10 minutes presentation of Gosh on DockerCon. So please, join. You're welcome to join this. And when the time comes, I will also announce several other things when I'm allowed to do so. With a Docker release schedule. So this is very exciting news. We've been working like crazy for the last 3 months on that. Just sleepless nights. We're very excited. Not everything is 100% ready, but we still have a few days. So yeah, and I also would like to thank, well, of course, like next Tuesday, I think will be, I don't know if it will be after the presentation before, so it will be interesting. But anyway, I want to thank all people who contributed and to the development of this, like the Everex team, the Provenda team, and Ivan's team was on the call. Yeah, great work, everyone, and yeah, will be very exciting. You will see like very exciting products, very exciting stack. So yeah, thrilled to kind of for you to try it.
Will there be an online stream of conference?
Sorry, yeah, it's one of the I think it's one of the 15 or so presentations in general of the selected partners. And when I say selected partners, I mean Google, VMware, Gosh. Yeah, it's that good. So see you all there. Thank you.
That's huge news. Thank you for sharing that, Mitya. And congratulations on the partnership with Docker. It's amazing. And good luck on the presentation too. Looking forward to telling us about it next week or the week after, whichever day it falls on.
Yeah, it depends on how when the presentation will be in terms of towards the, like, if it will be before or after.
Yeah. Good luck. Speaking of developers, we have Ivan here who wants to jump in with a PSA for the community to create some tasks for developers.
Yeah, that's it. Can you see my screen?
Yep, all good.
All right. So, so on the screen you see the Gitcoin platform. So we have recently launched a pro account with Gitcoin, and it allows us to, among other things, it allows us to create bounties. So we tested a few bounties already. One bounty for 300 USD equivalent, and we so what it allows us to do is to connect GitHub issues to this platform, and this platform does a crypto payment for those who accomplish some tasks. So various tasks that would be minor tasks, major tasks, projects, researches, or just community engagement, anything. So, and the Gitcoin platform has a huge developer community throughout all the world. So this is a major hackathon platform actually. And despite having some pro accounts and availability of this like functionality, we also will, I just want to announce that we will have a special, like unique special event hosted on Gitcoin. So that will be an online hackathon called Everscale Escalator. So and we are preparing, of course, some like workshops, demos, and some like challenging projects with all of the ecosystem partners who will be backing financially this hackathon. Broxus team, IT Vault, maybe Everex. By the way, if you want to join, please look. So what I want to ask the community for is to please ping me. Here is the QR code with my contact. Ping me if your company or your team wants to develop something, and you want a front end or back end or smart contract stuff or some architectural design, or you want to just engage with developer community. So tell me about your project. Tell me what tasks you have. We can break them down and like engage the worldwide developer community to contribute to the open source, because Gitcoin is a major platform for funding open source contributions. Like the bounties is a separate track, and the hackathon is a separate track. So for the hackathon, we need like some challenging and cool tasks as well. So I have something in mind related to bridge, related to some DeFi, related to creating some social, like analog of social applications like Twitter, on-chain, etc., etc. By the way, inspired by Gosh stuff. Like it's all possible on Everscale. So and we want to show to the world that that our platform is basically a like decentralized backend. So so if you have some like ideas or dreams what you want to build on Everscale, this is a point, this is a possibility to bring it to life. So so yeah, just ping me by this QR code with any ideas how you want to be like present on this platform with bounties, either bounties or on the hackathon itself. If you want to be presented on hackathon, of course you like need to back your challenges with some funds, but we'll like speak about that personally. Like we can support you from Proxys Fund or DeFi Alliance Fund, whatever. So yeah, depends on what you have in mind. So yeah, so for example, like there will be a presentation of like DAO creator from Eugene, and this is perfectly fits for such a thing. So like I personally want to see like the DAO creation tools in the like for a hackathon track. So yeah, so that's basically it. So please ping me if you have something in mind, and we will like bring it to life. Thank you.
Cool. Great. Thank you for sharing. I know that you've been driving this partnership with Gitcoin for a long time, so I'm happy to see it working out. Do you think that they'll ever let us give rewards or bounties in Ever?
Well, yeah, they actually integrating a coin on other network, so wrapped Ever on BNB and on Ethereum. So it will be available for native integration. They need some more time because they're fully packed up with resources, with some like development tasks. But we can create a bounty actually to integrate that to their backend because they are open source. So yeah, I want to create such bounty.
Yeah,
but
that would be a great idea.
Will that be pull request accepted or not? It totally depends on Gitcoin team. So yeah, but we will like push for that. If someone wants to contribute, like, please write me.
Cool. Okay, thank you for sharing. I hope that works out. Let's give away all the Ever.
So.
Yeah,
like that was like a pretty like expensive stuff. So I hope so.
Yeah.
hope it will work out. So like yeah, prepare for working with developer community, because we need to resist the inflow of developers, and we want them to not like turn their backs on us. That's important.
Definitely.
So yeah, prepare Discords, prepare Telegrams, prepare everything.
Do you want to drop the link to the Gitcoin page?
Actually, it's gitcoin.co everscale-org. I will just drop it in Zoom chat and please share it.
Yeah, I'll put it on YouTube. Cool.
That's it. Okay, I need to run. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Evan. Get out.
Yeah, I need to run too. Thanks. Okay.
Bye, Micha. So next up on the agenda is the AML Safe, the anti-money laundering safe, which is really cool. The team, I think they are the 9th grant winner from the DeFi Alliance. And this team decided to add Everscale and Ever to the pool of supported blockchains that they have. And we have Daniela here to tell us more about the project. Hi, Daniela, and welcome to our weekly call.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me. So can I share the screen?
Yes. Do you have rights? Can you? Okay, it's working.
Yeah, it's working. Okay, let me. Okay, so do you see it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys. Hi again. So let me introduce to community AML Safe. So the first crypto wallet with embedded AML model. So what is actually is? So we are building the Web 3.0 decentralized wallet with the features that you expect to see in decentralized wallet, like exchange, sending money, buy and sell crypto with the credit card. But what you are not expecting to see is our AML feature. And for those of you who don't know what is AML, it's actually for anti-money laundering. And you might be asking, why is even in crypto world? Because the crypto is transparent, it's secured and anonymous. Yeah, that's all true about crypto. But let me show you like one example. So imagine we have employer and freelancer, and they actually decided to get paid in crypto. And the common way how they do that is employer from the wallet 1 sending crypto to freelancer to wallet 2. And after the freelancer receiving the money, they do virtually handshake and say goodbye to each other. And after that, all of the freelancers look like this. So they're actually really excited because they get paid and the cryptos on the balance, and they think there is nothing to worry about, so everything is okay. But what if I told you that this crypto was not the crypto that you are regularly thinking of? What if I told you that this crypto was spoiled? And if we close look to this crypto, it might be like this. It could be the crypto from the stolen wallets. It could be the tokens used in dark markets, and it's like etc. etc. It could be scam tokens and so on. And after receiving this crypto to your wallet, you right now are sharing the reputation of that crypto, and your entire wallet just get spoiled. And okay, so what? How does that affect your real life, and how does that affect you especially? But we are not stopping there. We're going further. And for example, if you want to like withdraw this money, what like freelancer usually do, they go to like crypto exchange, for example, Binance, Huobi, maybe decentralized exchange like 1inch, and actually like send the money to these exchanges. And after sending this money, they actually could receive the message with the copy, sorry, due to our AML policy, blah, 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 your account was banned, and we are suspect that you are related to this kind of illegal activities. And you could see this kind of picture. So you just receive 100 USDT, and your entire balance on all of your platforms could be banned due to AML policy. Why this happened? Because actually we know about this crypto, that this crypto came from the dark sources, and these crypto exchanges use the same algorithms that we do to know exactly where this crypto come from and to mark this crypto as illegal services. And after this picture, many freelancers look like this, because they really like they scared because their all money has gone and they don't even know if it's possible to unban the accounts, unblock their money. So this is really, really scary situation. And actually it's happened every single day. We have a lot of customers that come to us with the same problem. So what we suggest and what we are approaching here, so how we see the future dealing with crypto will go to. So for example, we suggest before you receiving any amount of money, you just ask kindly to other side, could you please provide me the wallet address from which you are going to send me money? And you could check this address. For example, the employer give you the wallet, you just check it and you'll see this picture. And that's mean that it's so dangerous to make any kind of partnership or dealing with this address. And it's safe to not dealing with this partner. What you can do here, you could ask, do you have another wallet from which you could send me money? And he could give you another wallet and you could check it. And if you see this picture, so you're absolutely safe to go. And there is no way you get banned in the future. So the funny fact is that employer they actually don't know about the situation of the wallets. So it's not reason to blame them because they don't know too where this money comes from. And it doesn't mean that employer wanted to like trick you and want to send you stolen money. They don't know even. So, and this is like why we're doing this product, because we want to help people. We want to help people to save their money. We wanted to help people to be aware of the dark part of the internet that crypto comes from sometimes. And yeah, to be and to prevent being blocked on the crypto exchange platforms. And what we can tell about the crypto wallets, actually, literally everything. So we have 25 sources that we analyze. We group them in 3 groups. It's dangerous sources, suspicious sources, and trusted sources. And we analyze all of that, and we will give you your risk score or the risk score of your partner. So if you're on a red zone, it means that you have a high chance on being blocked on the crypto exchange platform, even in decentralized crypto exchanges like Uniswap or 1inch, because they use the same algorithm as we do. And they actually do care about the AML policy. Yeah, so if you're in a green zone, you're safe to go. It's like nothing to worry about. And we provided the detailed analytics there. You can see of like the exact amount of money that received from this wallet from different sources. And what's interesting here is that the small amount of dangerous sources are really impact a lot to your wallet. So for example, if you have 5% of dark market funds, it's make a big chance of being blocked because it's a lot. It's like less than 1% is okay, but it's it's very dangerous too. So we supported most popular blockchains, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of ERC20 tokens, Binance Smart Chain, and all of the tokens based on the BSC, Tron, and all of the tokens based on the Tron blockchain. And coming soon, Everscale. Really coming soon. Yeah, we're hoping to. And later this year, the Polygon and Solana come in too as well. You might be asking, is it free? So do you have to pay something for that? Actually, the first free AML checks in our application is free for all users. So you could check your wallet, you could check the wallets of your partners, contractors, yeah, whatever. And actually, you will be surprised. I can tell you, you will be so surprised about the reputation of your wallet and the reputation of wallet that you're dealing with. So yeah, it's definitely fun to check it for yourself. If you need more, it starts like as less as $0.3 per one check. And if you don't need any of AML functions, you could still use AMLSafe like a regular crypto wallet with Everscale support. So it's absolutely free to use like a normal wallet. So yeah, that's all. it's like I just like simplified all of the picture here because it's like a little bit complicated if you go into AML policy, but I just wanted to make it simple to give you an idea of how it's work. And if you have any question, I would like to answer it.
Wow, that was a fascinating presentation. This is an excellent project. Imagine having your salary paid in crypto, and then one day the feds show up at your door and think you're like a human trafficker and seize all your money and everything. That's a horror story. but what you've made is really useful, and it's definitely worth the peace of mind. Like, you just can't pass up, what, 30 cents to keep your salary? Like that's amazing.
Yeah, it's like if you pay 30 cents, it's like, like the backups. Yeah, you pay 30 cents to make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, is it worth it to like save your, like all the savings that you have on your wallet? I think so.
Yeah, 100%. We have a question from Ben.
Half question, half compliment. I just want to say that is one of the cleanest, most enthralling presentations we've ever had on these weekly meetups, I think. So just a round of applause to yourself and whoever put that slideshow together. That's brilliant work. Half the question is basically revolving around, I know it sounds obvious and you probably said it, but just to kind of feed you the line, is it ready? Can a simpleton like me go off and go check my wallets now? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Actually, you could, we have like, you could create your new wallet, or you could import the wallet like from your seed phrase or whatever you want. And yeah, you could see, and the cool feature is you check your Ethereum address. That means that
that would be the one I'd be worried about, to be honest.
Yeah, all of your ERC20 tokens will be in this statistic as well. So we will show you your entire portfolio, the risk score of your entire wallet.
Well, given the amount of dodgy ERC20 tokens that have been dropped into my wallet over the years, I hope you have a good capacity for these systems. I may be testing your servers. But yeah, fantastic work, guys. Honestly, I'm blown over by that. Great work.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Are there any other questions? I don't see hands up. Can you please stop sharing your screen? And let people know if they have any questions, how to ping you. Maybe if there's a team chat on Telegram. I know that your website is AMLSafe.io. People can go there. So if there's anything else, just let us know.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on, next on the agenda, the Everscale Japan chapter recently organized and co-sponsored a hackathon for Japanese developers. So they're onboarding more talent to the Everscale ecosystem, and we have Junya here to tell us more about the hackathon. So welcome, Junya.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. So hello, this is Junya from Japan SG. So I want to give you a brief report on the event held by Japan SG. So first of all, I'm not very good at English conversations. So if you have any comments or questions, please send me a text while talking. So we co-hosted an event called the Japanese Year Hackathon from April 16th to 24th with the JPYC company. JPYC is also the Japanese yen's stablecoin. This was the second time for us. 10 teams of 19 talented devs participated in this hackathon, who competed to implement products using JPYC. For us, the goal of the JPYC hackathon was to expand Everscale's recognition among engineers in Japan. So currently, JPYC is distributed on major blockchains, Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, and other EVM compatible chains. However, JPYC is not yet available on Everscale. So realistically, from a liquidity perspective, it is currently very difficult to distribute JPYC on Everscale. So however, the first step for any technology is to get engineers interested in Everscale. So therefore, we concentrated on making engineers interested in Everscale's technology through the event. On the first day of the event, Everscale Japan's representative, Yama, introduced Everscale. Fortunately, some of the participants were interested in Everscale. However, they were disappointed when I told them that they cannot implement EVM. So of course, I told them that the EVM workchain will be released. Then they said they would like to try Everscale if EVM is implemented on Everscale. So the hackathon made it clear that engineers still have a strong desire for EVM. So we hope to see the EVM blockchain out as soon as possible. So we will continue to increase Everscale's exposure through hackathons and blockchain events. So this was a brief update regarding the hackathon from Japan SG. So if you have any comments or questions, please send me a text during the meetup. I will respond as much as possible. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
While having this hackathon, did anybody come back to you with any concerns or feedback, such as not enough resources or content in the Japanese language for Japanese developers?
Excuse me, I didn't catch it. So please text. Please text and so.
Okay, I can write it to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll write it to you. No problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Does anybody have any other questions for Junya?
I think what's probably best is if we put the questions into text and Junya can obviously read and translate them across, and we'll come back to that at the end, maybe. That's easier for you, buddy. Yeah,
sounds good. Okay, then we'll move on to the next topic on our agenda. And this one's a very important one. And it's also a very important project, which is going on in the background. So very few know about it because the team is very focused and working very quickly and efficiently. It was built as a response on the attack on Ukraine, and the country became understandably concerned about its art, its culture, and history, and needed a way to safely preserve it. So to loop everybody in, our wonderful Ben interviewed Eugene, who is just neck deep in the Museum Heritage Project, and he's going to share it with us now.
Yes, thank you for teeing me up. I'm just going to quickly blither while I make sure I can work the Mac this week. We want to share the video player, but yes, just to frame it a little bit, obviously this topic does relate to geopolitical issues indirectly, but obviously, this isn't about politics. This isn't about, that kind of thing. This is about people, and it's about Everscale, basically, and what's being built in the ecosystem. So obviously, if anyone does have any strong opinions, and I mean, I don't really feel like I should have to say this, but just in case, please, let's obviously keep on topic here and try and understand the nuances of the situation. And on that note, let's just check. There we go. How's that looking, Joe?
Looks good.
Looks good. And if you just want to give me a quick bibbidi bob, if you can hear it when it starts going. Hello.
Bibbidi bob.
Hello. Hey. I've just introduced myself here, I imagine, on the weekly meetup, but it's kind of late here in the UK, closer to midnight than not. And myself and you know him by now, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Eugene Morozov. I've got something very, very cool and exciting and heartwarming to tell you about. I'm not going to say too much about it because I'm a bit of a blithering idiot by the time it gets this time of night. But Eugene, you can always talk, can't you?
It froze.
First come about, and could you maybe? We froze, have we, or?
It stopped, then it began again.
Okie doke. I think it might have been I did something on my end. So right, kind of tie in who the Maria is, who the main people are. You know, what is it we want to tell people about here?
Of course, Ben. Thanks for asking those questions. This initiative, which we call Museums Heritage, started when a member of Government Blockchain Association by the name Maria Escuela, who is through her work and through her colleagues a member of the International Museums Coalition. And they essentially were asking a question: how can a blockchain community help museums and galleries that are at risk of being damaged or hurt in any possible way, or maybe looted as a result of a war going on?
I mean, obviously, it's no secret there's a big one going on in the world right now, which is, obviously very close to a lot of people's hearts. And we're not here to be political, though. But so, yeah, I mean, please do continue.
Yes, and so we thought about how we can respond, and actually a number of people came up with an idea that we can help by creating an immutable record of a museum's collection that will be stored forever on blockchain as evidence, as a catalog of what the collection was at a particular time. That also obviously opens a possibility for museums to monetize some of the collections that they have and receive so much needed cash.
Of course, I mean, I know here in the UK, especially since COVID and a lot of, other kind of events, galleries and public, exhibition centers, gig houses, all these types of businesses are really, they're struggling. They are in a tough place. Places which have been open 50, 100 years. Look,
it's relevant, obviously, for any cultural institution or museum in the world, perhaps, except maybe the wealthiest privately supported collections. I believe it was obvious that we should come up with something that will help those museums preserve and then in the future monetize their holdings. And this initiative was supported by a number of people in the Everscale community. Essentially, in a very short period of time, about 3 weeks, we had an MVP, which essentially allows any museum to call in volunteers, follow special instructions to produce 2D and 3D images of paintings and sculptures, respectively.
Yeah, of course. So, I mean, just to kind of say this is something that, we're not talking about a pipeline project. We're not talking about something which is coming soon. We're literally talking about something which is, where it's being put into action now. The people are out there having the conversations, hopefully. I mean, I'll let you carry on again. Sorry, I'm a bugger for doing that, and I'm always over talking you, Eugene. But yeah, I mean, this is something which is genuinely, it's not for profit directly in that kind of way, but this is the technology that Everscale is all about, literally out there in the real world, not only solving a problem, but
yes,
essentially, finding creative solutions to problems which are down the road as well.
Yes, and it also showcased what the community can do, because in a very short period of time, the usable tool solution has been put in place, and people from many different countries participated in that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we are quite short on time here, so one of the main things I wanted to get across is obviously, as you mentioned earlier, there's a lady with the Government Blockchain Association, Maria. I'm trying to pronounce her second name, but yes, I mean, she is literally very, very directly affected by world events at the minute. So this is such a project of passion, and unfortunately, I was hoping to be able to have this conversation with her this evening, but Maria, obviously, I look forward to speaking to you soon. And forgive me for my poetic soul. A nation's identity is principally defined by its people. However, it is the poetry and art and music to which they revel, and the buildings and churches and monuments in which they laugh and cry and sing, which helps them to define who and what their identity represents. By embarking upon this project to preserve as much of Ukraine's history as possible, but again, also this is a project that's applicable to anything, we ensure the next generation and those after them can not only remember, but find the beauty in the works of their brothers, their sisters, their fathers, their grandfathers, forever on ever, to add a corny line to the end. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty damn proud of that, and that's how much this means to me, folks. So yeah, any final words?
Myself, Ben.
Thank you very much, bud. Well, in which case I'll take that as high praise. And Jess, I think back to me. Well, there we go. I'm sure you can all see I'm blushing maybe a little bit. Obviously, I'm a bit of a sensitive, emotional soul. So yeah, like I say, you can see this is a big, very cool thing on some levels and very important. And there are lots of people on this call working behind it. I think maybe it's best not to take too many questions on the topic. Otherwise, I might start getting all and show my emotional side too much around here. But yeah, thank you very much.
That's great. Museums Heritage. That's a really wonderful project. If anybody wants to find out more about what's going on, or if they want to contribute their time or skills, how can they do this? Where would I would
say the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Morozov is the best gentleman to get in touch with to find out who's doing what with what. Oh, and here comes his cheeky little face. Oh, hello, sir.
Well, hello and greetings from Western Hemisphere, everyone. Yes, we have a chat in Telegram called Museums Heritage, or you can write directly to me. We are actually in need of some experts in 3D photography. We also in need of volunteers around museums that are able to come in and do the taking pictures process. We certainly could use DAM specialists, digital asset management, where all the data is being stored until we move it to blockchain. And of course, we need the blockchain people to move the DAM module to blockchain eventually for immutable storage. So reach out to me. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you, Ben. Great presentation and funny video too. I like the overlays. So moving on, we have Roman here, Roman and Evgeny, who I'm not sure if you've seen him on the call before, a bit of a new face here, but he's been a member of the community for a long time. He's also an IT entrepreneur. They will be sharing a few concepts regarding DAO designs, templates for automated smart contracts, and a proposal for the architecture of the DAO Constructor. So, gentlemen, the floor is yours.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Eugene. I am IT entrepreneur from traditional sphere, food tech and building tech, and I am the member of Everscale Community. And my English is not very well. That's why sometimes I will ask Roma to help me. I, Roman, and few guys from community got together, and we have prepared 3 proposals for DAO. We wait for criticism and your suggestions. The first proposal is principles of the DAO spending treasuries. Second is a template of the DAO smart contract, and the last one is DAO construction architecture. And we invite each other of you and the whole community to help us. Okay, Roma, next slide, please. Firstly, we all you know what in the white paper we can read about ST token, but now if we want to vote in the DAO, we must to withdraw our tokens and go to the DAO. that's not very useful. And we want to remind you about the ST token and to speed up it. Next, the creation of the smart contract template. This is a template for creating proposal and contract which are made by proposal creators to the community, and contract for automating a proposal to smart contract. And the last, it's about how to spending treasuries, some principles, how to do it. Next slide, Ron, please. That's 3 proposals, and we want to create a CPM with a reputation system. We called it S-Merit reputation system. This is an address reputation explorer. And we propose to develop a DAO constructor to manage how to spend treasuries of the Everscale community. We try to describe and create a template for a DAO smart contract, and here is you see all point what need to create a contract to automatize it in the smart contract. Next, Ron, please. The DAO constructor have 4 types of the wallets. First, it is the wallet of the treasuries. We know all its type of address. The second type is multi-sig of the proposals, which is controlled by the community. Next type of the wallets is multi-sig of proposals, which controlled by proposals team. And the last one, the private wallets of the practicants, the DAO proposals. It's need to the second wallet need to community can to control spending the coins. For example, the community vote to some proposal, and that get opportunity to transfer money from the treasuries to the wallet of proposals. On that wallet, we can collect different events what we see, then we implementate some idea. Roma, can you help me the next part? I see its presentation only today and see only 1/2 of this presentation.
Yeah, I just want to add that there are many problems that we found during the exploration of the DAO construction architecture. The many community members have seen that they won't be able to withdraw their tokens for the farming, as Eugene mentioned. There are other problems as bad partners who can say stole the tokens, and the community cannot ask them to take tokens back on the treasury. And we decided to implement such DAO constructor to solve those problems. And here we market the main problems that current system has, because currently the system has only few points that you should have 100,000 to to submit your proposal. Secondly, you can make a short description there and nothing. So here's a well-structured solution that Eugene suggested to implement, like a CRM system that can solve this task. There will be responsible persons who community can choose. So let me show it then. Yeah, the treasury spending. Yeah. So here is it. Maybe it will be better if I share another in the presentation. Maybe it will be better if I show the Figma structure. Just a moment.
Are you guys designing this stuff together, right?
Yeah, just a moment. So here's a Figma. A moment. Here's a Figma.
Loving the new haircut, Roman.
Yeah, just give me a moment. Here is it. So yeah, we can compare what we have now on the EverDAO platform. So if you're there, you'll find that the current system is quite simple. There's no responsible persons for these proposals, so community should find the relevant person, and most of them are DeFi Alliance representatives or core development teams. Our solution helps to all teams, maybe new teams or some teams from the community join this platform, apply here, and be selected as a verified team. This merit system, all community could see their merit. Can we trust them, or maybe we should not trust them, and etc., etc., etc. So if you see here, as I mentioned, that's quite simple description, nothing else. We want to suggest make it more understandable for the users, for the newcomers who has 100,000 tokens on their balance, but it is not only this. Need to yeah, put the files that they have. They'll as
Roman, your internet's
smart contract. Yeah. What?
Your internet's kind of going out.
Now is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay right now.
Okay.
Yeah, just repeat the last sentence.
Yeah. I mean that he will be selected as an initiator. Yeah, and initiator can suggest the primary team who will be responsible to implement the solution. Yes. So secondly, he should the initiator should input the stages, the dates of the start of this proposal. He should input the budget per stages, and he can add more stages, or there might be only one stage as well. Yeah. So the next there will be a task. We'll in the finally we will get a task. There will be a responsible person for this proposal. There will be a few tasks that he should do. For example, allocate funds, something, or for example, hire a manager, find a SMM agency, or promote Everscale, let's say, in China or any other country. this this will be divided for the few stages. There might be not only one initiator of this contract, because as we describe it in the DAO architecture, that another point of the problem that now all community members has 100,000 Evers on their wallet. So this solution also helps to make a pool in the smart contract. They put, for example, let's say 5,000 Evers for 20 people. They allocate all funds there, and initiator of the contract can submit a proposal with all these stages. Yeah, and finally he can provide the information about himself. That's all regarding the full architecture CRM system, I can say. Crypto CRM system, yeah.
Okay, that's great. I love the new EverDAO website, and it's intuitive, it's clear, it's well organized. I think it's great for new users. And what you've just told us about the pool, where people can just put in 5,000 instead of having like a really high barrier. I think that's a great idea to lower the entry. Cool. Thank you, Roman. Does anybody have questions?
Well, yeah, I have a few. So, like, you're proposing like a enhancement for the user experience of creating proposals, like just to allow like community to submit their own like initiative, and that's really cool. Yeah, had you already talk about with like smart contract developers or with maybe EverDAO developers on so do you have any feedbacks from community? Like, can you please share what feedbacks do you have, or maybe like yeah, that maybe
yeah, we actually collect the feedback from the community. It's already posted on the forum. Everyone can participate in discussion there. Regarding DAO ecosystem, I always, as a community manager, I always, since launch of the Freeton, ex-Freeton, I always suggested that such system should be implemented in a real Gov 2.0 system. And as we see that it works quite well. And there are few steps that can help make it better and better. And of course, if someone has suggestion, welcome on the forum and suggest your idea.
Cool. I also want to clarify. So imagine that someone submits the stages, the budgets, and nominates the initiators, etc., raises the pool, and the proposal, for example, initial proposal is voted, and the budget for the first stage is allocated. And is it possible, like, to stop the funding if something goes wrong? So
yeah, as we describe it in the proposal, because here just a template of our suggestion. On the forum, they describe it more deeply, that there will be two options for that. Of course, the community can vote for the stop the stage if something went wrong, and another there will be like I suggested in the analytic and supports of governance, that there should be like a guarantor smart contract that can they can stop such process if, for example, partner or the team is doing something bad, let's say.
Okay, so anytime community can vote with tokens, like 50+1%, right?
There's no like 50+1. At this moment, there are quorum of 5 million tokens on EverDAO. Yeah, there is no 50+1 anymore. I
mean to stop the funding, you need like the decision to be like yes. So like you need people to be like active, right, and to vote on stopping something.
Yeah, people will be active, of course, if there will be a ST ever implementation, because we made our own research that there are many people who has quite a lot of errors on their wallets, but they won't be able to vote for the proposal because they are in farming or in staking, and it takes some times to withdraw money and vote for this. This is the Ever, of course, it can bring us many voters on the Ever DAO.
Yeah, actually, no, like yeah, I will write maybe on forum some technical like suggestions on how can you engage people who locked their funds somewhere else. Like, but it actually will need some collaboration with DEX developers. Like, if imagine if DEX developers would give you some token, which will be a proof that you are staking some amount of money in their farm, then you can use that token in the governance as well. And if you have this Oracle who will like Oracle contract who will provide the information that this like token costs some amount of Evers on the market, then you actually have like this utility to vote. But yeah, that's a little bit complicated system, I think. And yeah, and maybe you have some, speaking of timeframes, how do you think, how soon can we like launch an MVP? Maybe without this technical like ST-Ever and stuff, but just basic implementation. How do you think how soon we can launch it? And another question is, how will it work together with current implementation? So do you want to replace, or do you want just to create a separate DAO?
Regarding the first question, I don't like this word. I can say that it might be implemented very fast, depends on the community needs, because we have enough resources in the ecosystem. And in the Freeton, actually, we had such resources, but we didn't. And regarding the technical questions, we'll be happy if you provide the feedback on the forum, and of course we could invite the technical guys to comment it as well.
Ben, did you have a question?
I did. It was kind of covered there, but I suppose just to get a kind of shorter summary from you, Roman. You mentioned that the kind of threshold, the quorum there was 5 million ever, if I heard you right.
Yeah, the current DAO system, yeah. 5 million.
So I'm just wondering kind of how that figure was decided upon. I mean, what the kind of short, simpler version of why 5 million specifically, because to ask the difficult questions, that seems kind of low.
Oh, I can take that. I can take this.
Please do so.
So the EverDAO currently is just a fork of Bridge DAO, and it has totally the same numbers. So on the Bridge DAO, you have the same quorum and the same proposal cost. So they just didn't change the numbers, but anytime you can submit a proposal to change this, and yeah, so it's fully configurable.
So just to kind of appease the
I think Roman just said that currently we have these thresholds.
Yeah, so I was just kind of thinking, big drama, worst case scenario. Obviously, in the way it's set up, then there's no hypothetical way where some malevolent Dr. Evil type could come by, what would it be? A little over $2 million worth of Ever, and then lambast the DAO system with changes to obviously, perform some sort of dastardly deed. In the current setup, that wouldn't really be possible, is what you're saying.
I think that community can vote to to decrease such amount of tokens if they're needed. And
well, no, what I worry is, I mean, obviously now that Everscale is growing and, scaling infinitely, $2 million is, to some people, it could be quite a small price to perform.
It should be much bigger because there should be, in my own opinion, that they should be able to vote not on the community members, maybe in Wales if they want. And if you take a look at the other blockchain systems and other projects like Trust Wallet.
This is exactly why I ask, because I know
they have 2 millions. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know you have Uniswap in itself, unless I'm kind of mixing things, but was subject to quite a few very ridiculous proposals which went through, thanks to some Twitter influencer who wanted to wind people up and had too many Uniswap tokens airdropped to him. So, I mean, obviously, if that figure's flexible and is, kind of in tune with the amount of usage and the amount of tokens on the system, then, that would answer kind of the question and appease my English paranoia. So thank you very much, guys.
And actually, I'd like to remind that there also is another model of voting, like decision-making algorithm called soft majority voting. But Mitya is not here, so I'm for. I will be like.
I'm very familiar with SMD and all the lectures I've had on it from Mitch.
So just wanted to remind you that it's already like in production. It will be actually maybe used in some future like projects
how soon?
Very soon. Very soon. I'm under NDA, but very soon. And also, just want to remind the concept of SMB. So you have this like pool of maximum votes, and you have these tokens. And if somebody is like against, then the amount of votes you need to raise votes for, the amount of votes for you need to collect raises with the amount. So the more people votes no, the more people should votes yes to make this happen. And if nobody votes negative, then you need just 10% people to vote for to make the decision happen. So you don't need this threshold of 50% plus one. Like you need only to like 10% people who will agree, and if nobody like wants to like vote no, if nobody cares, then decision just made. And if somebody votes like no, some 5% people, then you need like 5 or 10% more people just to beat them. So this is a solution for the low participation problem.
Yeah, just how in depth you're going with your answers literally tells me that this is something you guys have thought about. And like I say, it's just obviously, with doing the podcast and all that kind of thing, I look at a lot of these kind of more ridiculous things that do happen. And brilliant work, guys. Again, thank you very much.
I think the main problem is not regarding the Ivan suggestion. I think the main problem is not regarding the SMV and the soft majority voting and so on. The main problem is implementation. Who will do that? Yeah. We can vote for the many proposal. You can suggest whatever you want, but the main problem, who will implement it?
That's I'm referring to the Gitcoin platform. Let's create a bounty. Let's create an issue for that. Let's do an open call to all of developers, and like from Gitcoin team, we will have the marketing support for this could become actually a task for a hackathon. So we can engage people to participate and motivate them with funds.
I think, Ivan, we could cooperate in that way because there need verified team who should be able to implement this proposal.
Let's do it.
In my opinion, just implementation of this proposal is main problem, because I've seen in Freeton that we can vote for many proposals, they might be accepted, but the main problem is that who will be implemented.
Yeah, I mean, just as a side note, I'm sure you guys already know, but there's kind of models coming out at the minute, and I won't name names, but there was one particularly Vitalik was tweeting about, which again, I'm not sure it's any better than other models, but it's definitely quite unique. So, you know, non-token based DAO models are an interesting thing people are looking at the minute. So, but yeah, sorry, I keep interrupting like this. It's a one-on-one conversation. Sorry, back to you, Joe.
Thanks. That's a great idea, Roman and Ivan. Yeah, collaborate on that and see if you can get some more developer activity and some tasks actually completed, because everybody has tons of ideas, but who's really going to do it? But yeah, that's great. Thank you for sharing that. And next up, fiddle dee dee, crumpets and tea. It's time for bits. Dodgy, cheeky bits awaited for ye.
Oh, I feel special again. Thank you, Jack. I hope you weren't up too late writing that. Right, I'll be honest, my bits disappoint after that beautiful bit of poetry. I've only picked up a couple of top ones for you because, I mean, you know, the secret sources here. I'm getting all of this from the Everscale Telegram newsfeed and the Twitter, which, you know, you're all following anyway, aren't you? So I'm just reminding you of stuff you already know, really. But yes, the things which caught my eye. There was a WEver airdrop for ETH, blah, blah, blah. 2 cubes were dropped. There were 2 Ever grants, not Everscale grants, Ever grants receivees this week. Identics and I may be pronouncing this incorrectly, Spatium. Seems like it should be pronounced Spatium. But yeah, both very interesting projects. Obviously, as we've just been talking about EverDAO, there was a very busy day the other day where we had, I believe it was 11 separate issues being voted on. I think the vote may have closed before this call today, but definitely worth checking out, seeing how it works. I've got involved in a couple myself. It's, yeah, we're all learning as we go along. You know, don't think it's rocket science to get involved in these things. And we need you, obviously, as you know, all of this has just been said. And the final thing I want to selfishly close on, never mind the coins rumor mill. Again, been working really bloody hard for you guys out there with this one. It's going out 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's shortish. I mean, the last couple have been a little bit longer because we've been adding I've been adding a little bit more value content on direct market analysis and such. But yes, myself, Anastasia, who some of you may know, we are literally going out and kind of half an hour before the show starts, we are going through all the latest kind of crypto gossip, all the headlines, all the things which might move markets. And importantly, you know, kind of giving a lot of attention to what we're doing here on Everscale, attracting an outside audience. So basically, if you're not watching it, you're missing out, really. I'm trying to do something nice for you. So watch it, check it out. It's like 10 minutes every 3 days, and then you don't have to bother with a load of other bollocks, which just tells you the same news, but in a really boring way. So yeah, that's it for my bits. Go on, get out of it.
Bloody brilliant, Ben. Thank you very much. So let's move on to Q&A. Does anybody on the call have any questions? If not, we can move on to YouTube. I know some things were sent through.
Yeah, if I may, a quick announcement and a quick question. So announcement on May 25, 27 in Washington, D.C., Everscale is participating in the Government Blockchain Association seminar for U.S. lawmakers. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will be teaching congressmen and senators of the United States of America on blockchain. So a part of that seminar will be an art show, a digital art show, and a vote. Now, Everscale is conducting that vote, and this will be the first ever in history, 100% on-chain, end-to-end decentralized, zero-knowledge SNARK-based voting. Thanks to all the people who are helping put that together. So I would like all NFT teams on Everscale to come and present their works so that they can be voted on and support that event. So please write to me, all of you who do have NFT related projects. I will help you submit your works and make sure that they are voted on as well. So 25, 27 of May, the deadline to submit is a week before. So basically this week, I know everyone's busy, but please pay attention. And second, just an announcement on another project. We definitely need some people who are experienced, as I wrote in a message in the chat, in RFLD network nodes and in WASM module. So if you do have relevant knowledge, please reach out. We need your help. Thank you, Joanne. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Eugene. So our questions, we're going to have one for Daniela, if you're still around. Somebody from YouTube would like to know, what do you mean by scam money and why is it dangerous?
Yeah, actually, I just already replied to, I think, Alexei. So the scam money is actually the coins that were obtained by deception. And the problem is you're asking why it's dangerous. So the crypto and the money is not dangerous, but it actually affect and impact to your wallet. And other centralized providers will see that these monies come from the dark part of the crypto and you just get banned. That's all. And there's nothing to worry about except being banned for your entire balance. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and what will AML do after all transactions become private? zkSNARK is coming soon, as I know.
Actually, I'm not get it. I not what is like private transaction, because like if you're talking about the off chains, you could do like any off chains that you want, but in sometimes you have to withdraw money to your bank account or your credit card and to exchange your money to other crypto. And at this point, you have to dealing with the crypto exchange platforms in any case, even if they're decentralized. So at this case, you will show them all that money that you received from the private transaction, and they will like see is it okay or not, and they will decide is it accepted them or not.
Indeed. And last question is, what if I receive money from a poisoned wallet? Then I return them all back in a short time. Will my wallet be spoiled as well, or will it be fine as I returned all the money?
Yeah, actually, so how crypto works? So the crypto transaction is consist of the inputs and outputs. Yeah, and if you're receiving to your wallet this kind of spoiled inputs, you have to be really careful to send back the exact inputs that you just received. Because, for example, you just received 100 USDT and your wallet have 500, and you just sent the 100 USDT back. But they actually mixed, and you just sent like some parts of your money or even entire parts of your money, and you just like mixed the spoiled money with your own, and that's what your entire wallet gets spoiled. So you have to pick by hand the exact inputs that you just received and send them back. In this case, you are safe. But it's like not particular, like your entire wallet is safe. You have some reputation that you just received this money and send them back. It's some kind of impact your wallet, but not as much as you just like mix all this money and send it around to other wallets.
Yeah,
and
so
actually,
it's worth checking first.
Yeah, and actually what I wasn't mentioned, that if you send money to the spoiled wallet as well, your wallet can be spoiled because you are dealing with the like illegal services. So that's mean you have the bad reputation as well. So be careful to send money.
Yep. Okay, thank you, Daniela. I don't think we have any other questions. Once, twice, nope. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for the great presentations, and have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.